Hello and welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading. So we are coming up to Valentine's Day tomorrow. So we're asking the cards today about one other person and about ourselves and that person. So we've got 3 piles here. So just choose which pile you are drawn to the most and that will be your reading. Hi, Group 1, and welcome to your reading. You chose pile 1, you chose the lapis lazuli as well in there. And so this is your reading. So firstly, we have the Knight of Wands. And we're asking today, given that it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, about one other person. So we're thinking about one other person and yourself as well, so both of you together. And yeah, we're asking the cards for that person's thoughts and feelings and intentions towards us. So the first card out today is the Knight of Wands. So with this energy, it's very much like action, ready to take action, ready to do the next thing that needs to be done. And that's just the type of personality, just always on the go, looking for things to do and always wanting to be helpful and take action on things. So yeah, at this time he's just sort of like, he feels like he's doing as much as he can, and they are looking for the next thing to do. So they're a bit restless, they're waiting for the next thing to do. And then the next card we have is the King of Pentacles. There. So this person, they feel like they're doing a lot, and they feel like they're meeting your needs, and they feel like they're doing a lot of the things that they need to be doing in the relationship, like providing for, yeah, bringing financial stability into the relationships, things like that. And then the next card we have is the Empress. So this person feels like they are pouring everything they can into you and into the relationship. So the way they're going, they believe that they want to be giving and pouring as much into you and their relationship with you as they can. So they're doing it their only way they know how. That's how they're doing it, because that's what they've learned. That is what works for them. That is what they think that you need. So that's what they're doing. So the next card we have out, and this is moving into yourself and representing yourself, and how you are feeling, and what you're thinking towards this person. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. And here it's sort of like that giving energy, like she's very giving and she's nurturing what she's got, and she's putting everything into this basket here. Yeah, devoting her time and energy into what's going into the basket, and she still is like she's still looking for more things that she can be putting in there. And in this card, it's sort of like she is looking for something else to put in there as well. Like the basket already seems quite full, but she still feels like she's got more to learn, and she's sort of looking for something else, like thinking what else could I learn, or something, she needs to add something else in, or yeah, something else needs to come in, something new needs to happen, so she needs to learn something new. And the next card that came out was the Death card. So with that something new, something else is ending here. So whether it's an ending is coming in the relationship, or it's an ending to how you are in the relationship, or how the other person is within the relationship, or just with themselves, or with yourself. Whatever's ending, there's also remaking and a new start, and yeah, a big new transformation happening. So it could be within the relationship, it could be it coming to an end and something new is about to happen, or there are new things on the horizon for you. So there's that. And the next card out, we have the Seven of Cups. So yeah, this is her cups are seemingly quite full here. But what I do notice looking at the card is she still seems a bit confused, and there's something, she's unsettled about something. She's got all these cups and they all feel quite full, but there's some missing, and she knows that there's something missing, and she's sort of faced with a couple of choices, or like she needs to make a decision about something. And yeah, she's got to sort of think about what she's got, but also what's missing, and look really deep inside herself to see what's missing, because the place where that's going to tell her is inside her heart. So she really needs to feel with her heart and work out what her heart is really yearning for, because she hasn't quite figured it out yet what it is that's missing, or what's unsettling or worrying her. Yeah, so it's kind of like that energy with both of these. If we're looking at this as person one and this is person two, so this person, they kind of think what they're putting into the relationship is working, and they think that they know what works for the relationship, and they think they're doing everything they can in the sort of right direction. They're supporting, they're providing, everything like that. They're doing all those things, and you know, they're trying to focus all that attention onto this one person, but this person is still like something's missing, and something has to come to an end in order for them to find the missing piece. And yeah, it's going to take a lot of sort of soul searching for this person to realize what is missing inside her heart, and yeah, what the relationship needs to move forward. And the next card we have is the Knave of Wands. So this energy is like they're ready for something new, they're ready to take it on, they're ready to learn, yeah. So I feel like that energy kind of goes with this Seven of Cups energy as well, with this person that they're sort of ready for something new, they're ready to learn. And then we have this Queen of Wands energy. So I think this kind of goes up with sort of ties in with the Knight of Wands energy. Like she seems like a very busy person. She's got it all covered. She knows what she's doing. But she's kind of not even looking at what she's doing, or she's kind of just like staring off in the distance. So it's like she must be missing something. Like she's not, all the things that she's doing, she's not quite going in the right direction, which, yeah, really just ties in with this energy up here. They're sort of thinking they're doing the right thing and their energy's in the right place, but there is something missing. And I feel like this energy is that she's missing something. She's not really listening. So just the advice moving forward is to make sure that you are listening. And you may think you are listening to the other person, but you might be missing something. It might not come out as straightforward as you expect it to, because it might be hard to get out, or it might be something new that they're trying to communicate to you. So yeah, make sure you're really paying attention to what they're trying to say. When it's meaningful, because often the hard things to say are meaningful, and they're tricky to get out and can often get missed sometimes. So there's that there. And yeah, with this one, I think it's just like you gotta be willing to work on things, and you know, if you're not willing to work on everything, then there's obviously reasons for that. Okay, so we have some oracle cards to go with this pile one reading, as well as we have Carnivorous Greenhouse. A tempting offer has a high price. So we have this card coming out, which is interesting because it's about a tempting offer having a high price. And for some reason I feel like it's going with like this person's energy here. Like something tempting has come in and it has a high price. So something is come into the relationship that's not good, not productive, not healthy, that is not working, and it's had a high price, or it will have a high price. So yeah, I think this person here is just missing something, like they're not quite paying attention in the ways that they should be. And the problem is they think they are, so they're obviously not paying attention to what areas are lacking for them. And so that's why they think they're doing everything right. And they think, oh, why aren't they grateful of what I'm doing? Because like I'm doing all these wonderful things and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's where the kind of cross wires are there. And yeah, because their intentions are so focused on this one person, they think that kind of, yeah, takes merit for everything. So they're putting all their energy into you. They feel like that should be enough kind of thing, but there's this big thing that they're missing or that they've done, or and it's like, well, you may be stuck at the moment and you don't know whether you can move forward with this thing. And this energy here, the other person or yourself is searching for something that they're missing, because they know their sort of love and needs are not being met on all levels, so they're trying to figure out what it is that they're not receiving from this other person. Yeah, and then we've got the Death card, so something is ending and new things are happening. So yeah, whether the relationship is like sort of at a crossroads here, because we've got like decisions to be made. She's unsure. She's got what she needs in these cups, but not all of them. Some of them are missing. She's confused. Yeah, she really just wants to decide, and that might be with the relationship. She's sort of thinking like, oh, can we go down the path of addressing these things and making things better, or is this time for a whole new relationship? Whether that's the end of the relationship or just a new beginning for themselves. So whether it's not necessarily something within the relationship or something that they need to work on for themselves. So that's also what it could be, if it's not about a break-up situation. A new start for yourself. So something coming to an end in your own personal life, closing that cycle and starting something new, a new cycle. Yeah, and this one's, they're starting something new, ready to learn something new. So the next card we have is from 32 Cosmic Ruby. Be a peace ambassador. Practice cosmic mastery. So yeah, whether that is through you need to practice being a peace ambassador within your own relationship, or for just yourself, like practicing a bit of peaceful nature. Practice cosmic mastery. I'm going to read a bit from the book about Cosmic Ruby. When these gems are lit up by unicorn energy, they bring forward your self-worth and confidence so that you can take action with love and common sense. Your guidance today is to ask for a cosmic ruby to be placed in your solar plexus. As you sense its light being absorbed by your systems, know that a new, improved version of yourself is stepping forward. And we have one more little card for you today. It is Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. So there you go. That's what I have for you, Group 1. And I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a Valentine's reading. And I will put down my Instagram and my TikTok below. Please go and check those out. Please comment if you've had any thoughts come up during the reading, anything that matches perfectly for you or resonates really strongly for you. I'd love to hear. And I will catch you again in my next reading. If you would like a private reading, please DM me on Instagram. And happy Valentine's Day. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. So you got adventuring as your crystal. So let's get into your reading. So we are doing a little bit of a Valentine's type spread today. So we're asking about one other person and ourselves and us together. So for the other person, the first card that came out was the Three of Cups. So whether this is like Valentine's Day, you're going out for dinner or you're going out somewhere. So this could be the sort of thing that we're leading up to, or whether it's like this is a new relationship and maybe you're thinking about taking the other person out or going together to an event. So maybe there's an event that they haven't asked you to go with them to yet, and they're just thinking about asking you to go to this event. So look out for that. If there is already an event on the horizon that you're going to together with this person, yeah, that'll be good. And then we have the Five of Pentacles coming out. So this energy might just be that it's like kind of a new thing. You know, you want to go out on all these dates, but it's like, oh, can we just hang out here, or like try and think of options that are not so expensive as well. And maybe just balancing, trying to make the financials work, and the relationship work, whether it is already a ongoing relationship and you're sort of balancing your finances and how to cut your losses or move on from what you've lost in the past, and making plans of how to move forward and balance your money and manage your money moving forward, or whether it's just like that it's a new relationship and you're trying to balance like how far it is to drive to each other's houses, or you know, the different locations, how far away, how much does that cost, or what kind of things you're doing together. Are you only able to see each other every weekend, so therefore you're going out and doing things together more and it's costing money, or whatever it may be for you. And then we had the habit dependency come out. So yeah, it may just be this thing where we're kind of weighing up if it's a new relationship, and there's something that we've noticed in the past that is an old habit, that you were kind of a very dependent kind of person. In a relationship you've always been a little bit dependent, so but you're aware of that this time, and you're trying to, it might be to do with this event. They're asking you to go to this big event, but they don't want to seem like, oh, it's too soon for that. Just go to it anyway. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be like this big thing, or like, oh, they're going to this event together, they must be together, or anything like that. But you should definitely go to the event and be there, even if you might have these concerns, or but there's no need to worry about that. So the next card that came out is Curiosity, and this is where we're asking a bit more about your thoughts about the person. So there is curiosity there. You're intrigued, you're wanting to know more, and you feel like there is more to find out. So yeah, you definitely are interested in moving forward with this person. And if you already are together with this person, you might just be interested in where it's going, and you're excited for all the new things that are to come for you guys. The next one that came out is Temperance. So it might just be another one of those things you're sort of balancing and working out. You know, you already know that sometimes in relationships the other person can be a bit dependent, can get maybe attached quite quickly, and you are aware of that, and you're sort of on top of keeping the balance, and making sure that it's going both ways. I guess that one person is not too attached to the other, or that, you know, some people get too attached that they end up sucking the life out of the other person, and that person's giving too much and they're unconsciously taking too much. So you're sort of keeping on top of that at the moment. And the next card we have is the Page of Wands. So we are excited about this relationship, and we definitely want to see where it's going. We want to venture into the future, and see where it's headed, see where it can go. Yeah, we're already aware of what the issues might be, and we're like ahead of the game on that, and we already know what we need to do to manage it at the moment, so that's really good. So yeah, it's very exciting, new times. It's really exciting, the freshness of a relationship, and you know, how you started talking and where you first met, or all that stuff. So very fun. So the next one we had out was Empathy, Knight of Cups. And then we also had the Four of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Generosity. So I feel like these are the things that you're working on together moving forward. So yeah, it's definitely going in a forward direction, and what you need to focus on is the Knight of Cups energy, and just taking a lot of empathy into the relationship and being sympathetic and really trying to listen out for what the other person needs and how you're going to meet those needs. And then on the other side we've also got the Six of Pentacles, so giving into the relationship, being aware of what you're giving into the relationship and what you're taking out of the relationship, and vice versa, making sure that those are both equal pathways, equal roads. So yeah, and then we've got the Four of Swords in the middle. So I feel like this is repurposing something. So yeah, might be the thing with the habit and what you're trying to sort of balance out. You're trying to balance out dependency habits, and you know, you need to try and think of these things in a new way, and dedicate yourself in a new way. So the things that maybe you were turning into a bad habit before, try and, you've got this new relationship coming in, and just starting off. So try and think of that as what can you put into the relationship that is a good thing, and you can put your energy into that. And for yourself as well, what new things can you repurpose, so that like an old habit becomes something new that you can focus on, and point you in the right direction and really align with where you're going now. So yeah, I think probably just general relationships always need a bit of empathy and understanding, and same with kindness and generosity. So there you go. And we also have some Fairy Wisdom Oracles. So you got when fairies go bad. I'll just read about when fairies go bad. Remember that Spirit's timing is perfect. Allow the universal God energy to work around you and through all avenues to bring about solutions. Be open to the magical workings of Spirit in your life. No fairy is truly bad, and that goes for humans also. Recognize your divine self. And you also got the Cosmic Sapphire from the Magic of Unicorns Oracle. It says, act with honor and integrity. Speak your truth. So it might just be an important time to act with integrity in everything that you do, especially in this relationship, especially about within yourself, and how you conduct yourself within a relationship. Yeah, just always honoring your truth, honoring yourself, I feel is very important. You know what your standards are, so make sure that you honor those for yourself and you set those boundaries within the relationship for the other person to also honor. And you also have one more from the Power of Love activation cards. Creativity. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. And you got to speak your truth here, so I feel like this, they kind of go together. You've got to speak your truth. Going into a new relationship, really speaking the truth. And you know, it's a creative time. It's a time for new ideas, new innovations, and for things to come to life. So it's an exciting new time. So pile 2, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this reading has resonated for you. Please leave some details in the comments of how it has resonated for you. I would love to hear. I'll put my Instagram and my TikTok accounts in the description box below for you to follow and find more of me. And I'll catch you again in the next reading. And if you would like a private reading with me, please send me a DM on Insta. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. Your pile had the aquamarine. With it, so let's get into your reading. Today we're doing a bit of a Valentine's reading. So we're thinking about one other person and yourself, and how you are together. So let's get into your reading. So the first card that came out was the Ten of Swords. And I was like, oh damn, that's not a great place to start. But I think it's like more of a past energy. And this is where the person is at the moment. So the other person we're thinking about, this is where they're sort of at the moment. There has been sort of like an end in a relationship. They're thinking they're at the finish, like they're not really looking as such for a new relationship. But obviously we're in the beginnings of something happening with this person and yourself. So the next card that came out is the Page of Wands. So this tells me that this person does feel like they're ready to start thinking about something new. They might not be actively searching for something new, but it's definitely since they've started talking to you or getting to know you that they've sort of been more open to the idea of that's where it could be going. So there's that, and then we've also got the King of Pentacles there. So yeah, I think this person just has sort of a strong sense of knowing what they need to bring into a relationship. They feel like they have done that in the past, and they're always quite strong in that sense where with what they're bringing into a relationship. So that's what we've got there. And with your energy coming in, we've got the King of Wands. We have this King of Wands, so this is a really leadership kind of energy. I think with this, you're going to have to take the lead in a lot of senses with this relationship, because they've been so hurt in the past. They're not really doing and saying the things that a person who is actively looking to find love would do. So you're going to be sort of leading a lot of that, and you're going to be taking action and just taking the lead on a lot of things moving forward. So you've also got the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this energy works in really well with the other person's King of Pentacles energy. You know, they know what they offer, they know what they do well in a relationship, and you're a very honoring, kind of trustworthy person, and you know how to accept that and take it all in. Yeah, so those two energies go really good together. This person here is really open to having someone come in and devote themselves to them. So they're really perceptive of that, and they'll work in really nicely. And once this person knows that this other person is giving so much to them in that way, they're going to do everything they can to sort of protect that as well. And then we also have the Fool. So definitely a brand new exciting opportunity awaits for you, and it might be a relatively new role for you, being this King of Wands energy and having this kind of take the lead approach in a relationship might not necessarily be something that you're used to. So yeah, you're just gonna have to be brave and keep going, and just use that excitement that you have for what this new thing is for you, to take you to where you want to go. And then lastly, for how you can both work together moving forward, we have the Hierophant. So this is a time of learning together lots of new things. So just learning as a new relationship, learning of each other, finding out about one another, learning what the other person likes, what they're good at, what they're not so good at, what their strengths and weaknesses are. Just getting into their world and knowing what they're all about, and vice versa. And just learning a new role for yourself as well. I feel like for you are not used to being in this situation. You don't usually go head first into a relationship and have to take the steering wheel, but this is what you feel like you're doing this time, and it's like kind of nerve-wracking but exciting at the same time. So just, yeah, keep learning about yourself so that you can be this best version of yourself for this relationship. And yeah, I feel like the same sort of thing for this person, but yeah, just navigating a new relationship. And even though, you know, you in a past relationship you may have learned things a completely different way and things may have turned out differently, and now you're in a new relationship, you're relearning everything. You've got to learn everything a whole new way. And yeah, just I feel like most of these people have good morals, good intentions, so just as long as you're also looking within and being true to what your intentions are and what you're intending to get out of the relationship, you're going to really need to look inside yourself and learn as much as you can from your heart, because your heart is the one thing that will tell you what it needs, what you've got to do to get it there. So we also have oracle cards here. You've got tears. So maybe, yeah, literally there will be lots of tears at some point in the near future. Definitely see that. I mean, getting into a new relationship is scary, especially when things have happened in the past, hard and hurtful, painful things have happened. So don't be afraid to let out those tears. They may need to just burst out and get out there. And you also have open your heart. So love yourself, dare to be vulnerable. So always in new relationships you have to put your heart on the line. Falling in love is a scary process. So don't be afraid to be vulnerable and open up your heart. And one last one from the Power of Love activation, we have forgiveness. So you are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. So yeah, definitely finding that sense of forgiveness through the power of love. It might take a bit of soul searching, opening up your own heart, loving yourself enough to be able to give someone else grace, grace and forgiveness. You don't always have to forgive the person to just give them grace and move on and move past the situation. So yeah, there's that one there for you as well. And that is your reading group 3. So I hope you have enjoyed your reading, and I hope it has resonated with you. I'd love to hear in the comments how it's resonated for you. And I'll put in my Instagram and my TikTok in the description box below, along with the timestamps. So please follow me on those accounts, and I look forward to reading again for you next time. I hope you've enjoyed this special Valentine's Day type of reading, and if you would like a private reading with me, you can DM me on Instagram. Alright, happy Valentine's Day.